Good morning, guys. Today is September the 6th, 2017. It's about midnight, so the European time zone has just kicked off. And definitely wanted to take a look at the pound dollar. Yesterday, I had went long, and just to go back to my chart, I went long here at 129.26. And I said prices will go to around 130.50, give or take 25 or so ticks. As you can see, RSI is possibly number one. Let me see that. So let me just play with this for a second. But as you can see here, and see if I find anything here. But basically, if this is the one, I have prices going between the 50 and 0.618. So I'm looking to go short here, although I am long. This was a swing trade overnight, and overnight, as you can see, I fetched 108 plus ticks. I've already raised my stop to lock in the majority bulk of that. I'm actually going to raise it again because it is possible that this leg can have one more high up, which will then basically start my sell order. So I have a half a contract in here at 130.50, and then I have another half a contract in at 130.75. So I'm expecting price to go within this 50% to 0.618 of wave 1, but it should not go above 130.80. It can, but it should not. If it did, then it definitely can go back into the 0.786 area. However, that'll be a pretty deep wave too, and it's not to say that it can't. It's just that if it did, so be it. And I will just look to get in somewhere in this area. So depending on your risk tolerance, you can get in anywhere between 130.50 and 130.75 if the market tends to go there. I'm already in this trade now, so if it decided to just go short from here and then continuing, then I will look to add on probably somewhere around here. On a small pullback. But I've been looking at this trade for a little over a week now, and just last week on my videos when price went here, I called along, and if someone was to stay in that trade from here, that's a good 300 ticks that it went up. I took, I believe, this particular wave down for a little over 100. I said I didn't counter trend trade much, especially on wave A's, because I'm not sure if this that's my strategy. So if I'm taking a trade here, basically I don't know if this is the end, so I'm not going to take it long when I'm not sure if this is the end. So I let the long basically go, which is wave A, and then I saw that this is wave B, which, just look at the videos, you can go back and see that I had my arrows pointing here, price did go there. I had my B right here, price went there. And then clearly you can see a three-wave move. It's possible you'll see one more wave up, but once I saw this particular support level here, I talked about it yesterday. I spoke about it, and I literally took the trade at 29.26, and I believe my stop was at 29.09, and price went to 29.20 and kept up. So relatively very small risk, as you can see, high reward. That's the power of Elliott wave. And I'm looking to go short here. So this will be the pound to the downside is probably one of the best opportunities right now. The euro is presenting itself with some, you know what, before I go to there. So this is my 60-minute right now. This is telling me that price may have one more high. This is what I'm looking at. this is also what I'm looking at. I'm also looking for this green moving average line to kind of make its way a little bit up, and if being that price kind of went right back above the red moving average, it's most likely that this top is not technically in place. Either way, I'm already in the trade, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But for someone who's trying to get in the trade, depending on your risk, you can get in now with a stop above 130.80, give or take, or you can wait till it goes above 130.50 to minimize your risk. And you can get in at 130.50, 130.60, somewhere around there if it goes there. But the potential downside is well below 127. So it's definitely a good risk, a good reward trade, basically. Moving on to the 60-minute trade, 60-minute euro dollar. I have this as a 1, a B, a C of 2, and then I possibly a 1 of 3 here. It's an ugly count, but this would be an A, B, and then a possibly C of 2, but this corrective definitely doesn't look like the start of a move down. So I'm a little bit hesitant on this particular trade. I jumped in at 120.17, then I got in again, I believe at around 120, I believe 30 maybe, 120.30, and then for whatever reason, because I got 2 contracts, and as you see I have a full 1 contract, 1971 became the, I guess the medium of that. So I was actually up a little over 100 ticks, and now it's saying 46. But I've been in this trade I've been in this trade since 12017. So let me go to a smaller or larger time frame to kind of give an example. Where am I at? It's a weekly. Okay. Oh, you know what I did? I think all right. So maybe this is what I did. Yeah. So that's the C of 2, and let's do this to make this a little bit clearer. So yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 2. This is a possible 1, A, B, then maybe a ending diagonal. So 1, A, B, 1, possibly 2, 3, or something similar to where price may be having one more high to close to 1950, give or take. But this here is a bit tricky, so I'm gonna go to something a little bit better, and let's look at this. Let's see. So this is a 1, 2, possible 1. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm short, and I'm willing to take the risk, but I don't like this. See, because what this can be on an alternative is this can be B, and now this can be C, and this can be A, B, and the possible ending diagonal for D, and then wave E of 4, and then you have one more wave up for wave 5 that's going to go above this current top, which will go into about 121. So it is possible that the wave 5 is not complete yet, but that's just not a high probability right now. So looking at this is giving me a great indication that price to the downside, it's finding some serious resistance inside of the cloud. So everything that I'm looking for bearish is working out. So everything is although I don't like this particular, it's hard to count basically, price is still, or indicators are telling me that the market is going to go to the downside. So I'm going to stay with my counts on that, and just so that I can go to a smaller time frame to kind of see what it's saying. Yeah, 60 minute is saying that it may push up maybe one more high. Not necessarily high, but may push up again maybe a little higher than this, a couple of ticks give or take, but not higher than this. And then you should see price break through the clouds. And what we're waiting for, when I look for the Ichimoku clouds, I'm waiting for this blue line to penetrate. Right now it's pointing down. Once it penetrates through here, through the cloud, the money will start coming. So everything's all good with that one. I did jump back in. I did jump back in on the euro. I'm sorry, on the dollar yen. And so far, I just got in like maybe 10 minutes ago, and I'm already up 14 ticks. Let's see. So my stop will stay at about 10800, give or take, right where my red moving average line is. This is 300 moving average. So I still have prices may still go to this low. This is why I got my stop right there, because if it breaks this line, it's going to go down for sure. So the dollar versus the yen may not be complete on this WXY. So we'll keep an eye out on that. The Aussie CAD trade is still doing good. I'm up 75 ticks on that. This is definitely something that I'll keep an eye out on as well. But right now, most of the cross pairs aren't that great. I believe a lot of the dollar trades are where where the money is right now. This is the pound New Zealand, which I've been in for a little while, and I think I'm up 106 ticks on that. So that's pretty good trades, basically. Some real pretty good trades. I'm not quite ready to move my stop in this trade. I'll go to break even, but I'm not ready to move it up. Then the Aussie is something that I got in last night, and I got up pretty nice actually, and then the price ended up coming back down. So my stop is still going to remain here. Right now I'm up 19 ticks, and I'm just going to wait and see how that plays out, because I don't have much on the table, just to have a contract. So no big deal. Tomorrow I'm definitely going to try to see what's going on in the New Zealand versus the dollar, as prices may be forming something worth looking at, and possibly the dollar Swiss. So those are two that I'm going to try to look into for tomorrow. If anyone plans on getting into the euro or is already in the euro or the pound dollar, this update was especially for you. There appears to be a very great opportunity in the pound to the downside. So I'm short already. If you want to go short, definitely make sure that your stop is above 130.80, give or take. And you can, if you are okay with risk, maybe 131 even. And as it falls and continues to drop, then you can just lower your stop. So hopefully this helped, and if you have any other markets you need me to take a look at, please feel free to let me know. Other than that, happy trading. I'll see you tomorrow.